Hi everyone, I'm back, and this time I'm back with 9 stories of Goddess Durga during these 9 days of the Navratri. Welcome to day 1 of 9 stories, 9 days of Ma Durga celebration. So I decided to read a little bit into the different forms of the goddess which we worship, and for day 1 I have decided to tell you the story of Shalyaputri, one of the forms in which Ma Durga is worshipped. Shalyaputri is the daughter of Shalya or Himalaya or mountain. Putri of course means daughter, and she is the wife of Lord Shiva. She is deeply in love with Lord Shiva. In her previous incarnation, she was Sati. She was the daughter of King Daksh Prajapati, who was the son of Lord Brahma. And she fell in love with Shiva and wanted to get married to Shiva, but there was a lot of opposition from her family. King Daksha completely forbid her from marrying an ascetic like Shiva. But she went against the entire family, followed her love, and married Shiva and moved to Mount Kailash. While they were staying in Mount Kailash, her father, King Daksha, he organized a very big yajna. And in that yajna, he did not invite Shiva or Sati. Sati was hurt. It was a big celebration in her house and she had not been invited. And in spite of Shiva telling her not to go uninvited to her father's house, she decides to visit her father's house during this yajna. She is very unwelcome. Nobody, none of her relatives, none of the praja, nobody likes that she has visited her father's house because she has been banished because of her marriage to Shiva. Only her mother Prasuti is the one who hugs her and holds her close. She is the only one who understands the need for a daughter to be connected to her parents. But her father doesn't forgive her, and in her anger and in her hurt for the kind of treatment she gets in her father's house, she falls into the yajna fire and sacrifices herself. That is the story of Sati. When Shiva comes to know of this, he is enraged and he is so hurt. She is the only love of his life, and he rushes to the fire and he picks up the charred body of Sati and carries it with him back to Mount Kailash. While he travels from Lord Daksh to Mount Kailash's house, his house on Mount Kailash, the parts of the charred body of Sati falls all over the ground, and these are the 52 Shakti Peeths as we know them in the country. And the story of Sati and Shiva is immortal. So Sati is born again as Shalyaputri, Ma Shalyaputri, who again marries Lord Shiva, and of course their love and life is immortal. So this is the story of Ma Shalyaputri. She is a brave warrior as opposed to the usual forms of Ma Durga whom we see on the lion. Ma Shalyaputri rides Nandi, the bull, and she carries the trident or trishul in her hand. She is the embodiment of Shakti, as are all the forms of Ma Durga, and she is the first goddess whom we worship on day 1 of the Navratras. Hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you so much.